Thanks for tuning in to Bourbon Drop. I'm your host, Myron. Today, we've got a special DMV Weller Foolproof Blonde. Before we get into that blonde, you see I got the new Bourbon Drop hoodie on. You know where you guys can go to get that. The commercial will probably be in this video at some point in time. But I want you guys to do me a favor and vote on these samples to see what is the next sample I should do. You've got New Dawn, aged 6 years, bourbon whiskey. This is 116.8 proof from my man Dave V. You've got the Detling Cash Strength. This was a pick from Angel Share from a few years ago. That was provided by my man Mike, whose company provided these hoodies and t-shirts. Check them out in the link below. And then you've got this Old Kirk single barrel. This is a Buster Liquor, 6 year, 9 months, 126.6 proof. That is courtesy of my man Robert, Cutlass High Proof. So vote whether you want me to, which one of these you want me to do, or if you want me to do them all together in a blind like the one that we're about to do now. So I had someone reach out to me in the comments and suggest that I do a blind of 4 Weller Foolproof picks. At the time, I only had 2. So shout out to my man Mike, Rest Assured Graphics. Mike provided me with the sample, man. So this is the Esquire Liquor sample. Now, if you haven't seen my other videos, go back and watch them. This is the BK Miller pick that I did, that I went and picked up, and this was the S&W pick that I went and picked up. Now, spoiler alert, I got this one down to here because Kevin said it's better when it opens up. And I told him, I said, look, I already got yours at the label. And when I came home, I got it down a little more past the label as I was trying to get this one down and just trying to figure out the notes. Because he kind of put in my mind that one was spicier than the other. I don't want to go into that right now. If I pick it up on camera, great. If not, so be it. I have not had the the Esquire pick at all. Don't know what it tastes like at all, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be good because now I am a fan of Weller Foolproof picks. So I've got these things sitting right here. I will slide these over. We'll get them on a wheel, get them spun up, pre-poured because I was trying to let them breathe. Like I said, Kevin said that the BK Miller pick was better once it aired out. So he was like, look, man, he said, I want you to give that thing a little bit of time. I am trying to force that bottle to open up because, like I said, I came home, got it down a little bit, and then I put it in the glass, and it's been sitting over there while I shot other videos for about 30 minutes. So I don't know which is which. That's why I love having that wheel, and especially having it on, that Lazy Susan and then sliding it over. Now I really don't know which is which. Spinning them around, so let's get into it. All right, so the glass on my right, because I'm going to go from my right to left. That way you guys at home can go from left to right. It'll make it easier. But the glass on my right, glass, I don't want to say one. I'm going to say A. Glass A. Let's get into the nose. Fruity berry. Just a smidge of a doughy note. It's fruity, berry, little bit of grapiness in there. And you can tell it's got a little bit of proof on it. Now, all of these, of course, are 114, but due to the nose, like a little bit of that ethanol creeps out just slightly. All right, let's get into this one. Glass B smells similar, but on the nose, Glass B, I picked up just a touch more vanilla. It is a little more subdued on the nose than Glass 1. Now, these things are going to change the minute that I get into the palate because that's where I tend to pick up more notes. All right, Glass C. I got to go a little deeper for Glass C for the berry notes, but they do come out. A little bit of oak comes out of Glass C as well. And a little bit of that ethanol. All right, so let's go into Glass A. Now, I like I said, I've never had the Esquire pick. It would surprise me if this thing like blows my socks off. I'm gonna be pissed because like I missed out on it. I couldn't get one. All right. Thanks for checking out the channel. Now I would love for you guys to go over to bourbondropstore.com where you can get this amazing heavyweight hoodie as well as the black Bourbon Drop tee. Don't forget about the blog. I've got recommendations for all whiskey drinkers from 80 proof all the way up to 130 plus. So you've got beginner, intermediate, and experienced bourbon drinkers. Don't forget about the bourbon news as well, because you can catch some of the latest bottles and what their mash bills are, their prices are, and what their notes are supposed to be according to the manufacturer. Now, I've got my different notes. You guys also keep an eye on the channel, because bottles that you see up here will be coming soon. Check out bourbondropstore.com, link below. That berry transfers over, like that berry grapey note transfers over. Almost like this caramel note. It's got this nice, spicy, oaky note. A little bit of black pepper in the back, slight bit of char. That's really good. That's really good. Like I told you guys, since I've had the Weller 4 proofs, now I am a fan. And all Weller is, it's just one mash bill, just like Larceny and the Larceny barrel proofs. You got Larceny barrel proof, then you got Larceny that's just watered down. All Weller is, all of them are just the same mash bill and then watered down to different proofs. That's all it is. All right, Glass B. This one is grapier. It's grapier, easier on the palate. I don't pick up a lot of spice. There's a touch of spice. I pick up the oak. I don't pick up as much char and black pepper. All right, let's go into Glass C. Definitely grape. Definitely grape. Mid palate is great. There's like this zing. There's like the zing that I'm picking up on the mid palate. Picking up that oak. Picking up that char. That's good too. Like they're all good. they're all good. They are quite similar, but this one just didn't have this one didn't have that spiciness. This one didn't have that spiciness. All right, let's go back on the nose on Glass A. Wow, Glass A now smells like old oak, like a old oak board that's been sitting in a basement. The fruity notes gone. That's crazy to me, because now the only thing I pick up is a slight bit of vanilla and like just this super old aged damp oak. All right, Glass B. Glass B is a little fruitier. Yeah, it's punching with more of like I don't know, like more of like a berry pop, like any type of berry candy, like an assorted berry candy, like this berry pop on the nose. A slight hint of a dough note in Glass B. All right, go to Glass C. Glass C is almost all bread. Like Glass C, like I'm not picking up any of the berry notes in Glass C. I'm picking up all bread, and that's wild, because when I was at Kevin's store and I had some of his pick and I had some of the BK Miller pick, that BK Miller pick, the nose on that thing was like fruit punch. Like I was like, oh my gosh. It was, the nose on that thing to me was incredible. I was hoping that I'd be able to pick it out immediately tonight, but that is not the case. All right, it's starting to become a little more floral too in the nose. Let me go back to A, because A was like all old dank wood. So let me see. It hasn't changed. It has not changed. Like A is just straight up just like old wood on the nose now. All right, go back into the palates. Like a berry, That one has a berry candy note that transfers over. I know earlier I said cherry and grape, but it's like berry and grape. But it's like this berry, cherry, candy, grapey note that transfers over to the palate. I'm not picking up any spice now. Like the spice has calmed down. Like it was spicy, and now it's calm. Like no spice at all. All right, let's go into glass B. Similar, but for some reason I'm getting more of like a caramel note out of this one. Like for some reason I'm getting, like, this one was like this berry, fruity, grapey note on the palate. Now I'm starting to pick up like more caramel on the palate of this one. All right, let's go into glass C. Oh, I'm really starting to pick up the grape and oak in that one now. Now this one has turned into like a grapey, oaky monster. I'm even picking up like a little bit of like chocolate and char on the back end. Wow. Okay. Wow. I've got to go through these things. I'm going to speed it up on camera because this is kind of hard, man. They're similar, but they have similarities, but they also have differences that, you know, that separates them. So it's not like sometimes I've said, if you gave me this blind, I would think I'm drinking the same bottle. Like I said, these are all good, all very good. Glass number B tonight did it for me. They were similar, but they had their own differences. They did. Especially on the nose. This one had the best nose. That was the second best nose, and that was the third best nose with that just dank oak, like super old oak. And now that is starting to transfer over to the palate, because now when I went back through them the third time, I started to pick up more of that bitter oak. Maybe it was in my mind. And then this one right here really shined, the nose and everything, matched up with the palate. And then this one came in second. So now it is time to reveal who the best Weller Foolproof pick is, or who has the best Weller Foolproof pick in the DMV. Dun, da, 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 da. This is the BK Miller pick. This is the BK Miller pick. All right, let's see what this one is. S&W. S&W, shout out to Kevin, man. And then this is the Esquire. Let me try to get that on camera. Get some of the glare off of that thing. That's the Esquire pick. So let me put that back up on camera. You get the glare off of that. That's the BK Miller pick. And glare off of that. Oh, I'm trying to get the glare. S&W pick. I'll zoom in on that. All right, so the BK Miller pick came in first. Esquire pick came in second. BK Miller pick came in first, S&W pick came in second, and the Esquire pick came in last. I am not mad with any of these picks, honestly. Like on any day of the week, they could change. Like I said, when I first got the nose on them, I was like, oh, as first got into the palate, I was like, yeah, they're similar. They have slight differences, but they're similar. Like I would say, like I said, if I was in a blind, I wouldn't say you're giving me the same bottle, but I would definitely be like, is this from the same distillery? Like they come across that way, like very close cousins. But look, I am glad that you guys stuck around for the end. Like I said, make sure you vote. Tell me whether you want one of those bottles to be reviewed next or on a sample Sunday, or tell me whether you want those to be put together in a blind like I did here tonight. And with that being said, let the whiskey flow. Never run out unless you head it to a drop. Till next time.